Her smile shines as bright as the stars at night. Her heart is as kind as can be. She has the patience of a saint, but if you push her, oh Lordy. A straight talker is Smiley. She's the salt of the earth. Make no mistake, she matters. Catch Smiley's story on a live stream. Oh boy, that girl can matter. Go Smiley. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Missing posters and stories of heartache and fear. She tells us all of the heartbreaking tears. She can sniff out the guilty from a mile away. If Smiley's on the case, then she's here to stay. She cares about these missing children. She cares deeply about them all. She speaks the truth with integrity for the truth. She will seek it all. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Smiley's questions are like a heat-seeking missile. She's going straight for the bullseye. Don't ever believe you can fool her. She's too wise, man, she won't comply. She values freedom like the 4th of July. She values respect even more. If you want to earn a place at Smiley's table, watch the clock, it takes time for sure. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you break her trust, you're done for. Trust don't grow back like grass. So don't give Smiley a reason to doubt you, or that friendship will shatter like glass. She's a damn good woman, that much we know. She puts in the hours to bring them kids home. If your child is missing, you want Smiley on the case. She is always willing and she gives so much grace. She's our Smiley, alright. She's our Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you're guilty, you better feel fear.
On a cold February evening, a shadow walked away. A boy with dreams and laughter, now lost in yesterday. The seasons turn in silence, time spins without a sound. Yet every whispered memory still echoes all around. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. His pictures in our windows, his laughter fills the air. No amount of passing Every prayer that we share is a promise to the future, a testament to prayer. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. Sebastian, if somehow you hear us, know our hearts beat strong for you. People searching in the shadows, still holding on to truth. You have never been forgotten, not for one single day. Our promise stands unbroken. We're not walking away. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. I accidentally did that. Shit. Oh, Lord, have mercy, y'all. What the hell?
She has the patience of a saint, but if you push her, Lord,
Oh, my God.
straight talker is smiling. She's the salt of the
Why
earth.
is it doing that?
Make no mistake, she matters. Catch my story on a live stream.
Oh, I got it. I got it. It's on my phone. Lord, have mercy, honey. It is on my phone. I'm sitting here thinking it's on my computer. I am like, where's that coming from? I am like, I'm pushing all these buttons on my computer. I'm like, it's not that. It's not that. Millie's like, don't touch them buttons. And I'm sitting here with my phone in my hand. I'm like, it's not that. What in the heck? It's late. Oh my God. OMG. Hello, everybody. Well, I'm sorry to cut Sebastian's song short. I'm like, I know I didn't hit the mouse. What happened? Jesus. We might have been playing some rock and roll here in a minute. Whoops. Whoopsie. I haven't made a whoopsie in a while. I can make a whoopsie tonight. And then y'all didn't even hear it. It was just me because I had my microphone muted. Lord, y'all are thinking, what is this girl doing? Honey. I was like, what? I kept hearing music somewhere else and it was a different song. And I was like, oh my God. And it was in my hand. It was my phone. Jesus. Jeez Louise. Well, hello, everybody. That got cut short. Oh, me and my buttons. Hello, H. Davis. Hello, hello. Hello, beautiful Millie. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Susie Q. How are you? Andrea, hello, hello. Good to see you. Hello, hello. How are you? 10 Jules. Whoop, whoop. Gold coin. Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's get a little noise there going. There you go. And 2 more silver stars. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I love you. Susie, thank you. Silver star. Whoop, whoop. Y'all want me to come in loud tonight? I come in loud and crazy tonight. How about that? I just come in loud and crazy. Oh my goodness. What are y'all up to? Y'all being good tonight? Be a ladybug with all the hearts. Be a ladybug. Hello, hello, and welcome in, everybody. Bo, hello, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Sebastian Strong, that's right. We are Sebastian's warriors over here. That's right, everybody. Come on in, come on in. That's right. There's the link where you can get flyers and you can pass out flyers. You can share and all the things. Look at that baby. That reminds me of my bubbles there. I miss my bubbles. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And let's see what Millie says. Yes, if you have credible information regarding Sebastian's disappearance, please contact the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations or the FBI. And those numbers are up there. Please do that. Please, please, please. Yep, become a walking billboard for Sebastian. There's the link right there. Seth Rogers has a merch store over there. Please go over there and support Seth, support the store. And he has all kinds of shirts and mugs and I think book bags. I'm not sure, but I haven't been over there in a little bit. But I got a sweatshirt. That sweatshirt is awesome too. And it's going to be, listen, we say it's hot all the time, but it's not going to be long before it starts getting cool weather again. And I am telling you, that sweatshirt is awesome. It really is. Let's see here. Who else have we got? Susie. I know Susie is still laughing at me. Susan, hello, hello. Come on in, everybody. Grab your coffee. I know some of you, Rogue, hello, hello. Some of you say it's late for coffee. I can drink coffee anytime, but believe it or not, I am drinking my Dr. Pepper right now. I have coffeeed out today. Poppy Love, hello, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Christy, hello, hello. Bama Cat, hello. I love all my people here. I am so glad to see you all. Hello, hello. I know I was a little bit later tonight. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, but I am here. I am here. That's the important thing, right? I am here. I did a whole lot of reading today, and then I hope some of you got to go over and somebody told me it was up, but I still haven't got to see the Summer Wells, the interview with them yet, with Candace and Dawn yet. I'll probably go to sleep listening to that with Hatfield and McCoy. So I will probably get to see that. Y'all can drop the link in there for that. That will probably be my next stop after leaving here. I just hope it turns out good. And you watched it. Was it good, girl? Was it good? I need some insights on it because yeah, I am going to watch it, and we're going to talk about it once I watch it. Are they gonna, Christy, did they decide to put it in 2? I know they were kind of talking about they might put it in 2. Is it going to be in 2, or are they going to put it in is it just in 1? Because if they're going to do it in 2, I may just watch it tomorrow. First time I ever seen Can Cry. Oh, it's 1. They kept it in 1. And she did. Was it a true, genuine cry? Maybe she really did get to their heartstrings. I'm going to have to see that one for myself. You know, I'm going to have to see it. I'm not going to be able to, I guess I'm not going to be able to judge it until I see it, you know. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't genuine to you? Yeah. Oh, that was the first time you seen her cry. So what about, was it not like Dawn was good? So was it like anything like it wasn't like on the Dr. Phil show? Was it not like a scare? You think she was drunk? She probably was, honey. Mm-mm. Well, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it and see. I'm gonna watch it. Well, I'm glad they did it in one, because so I'll probably listen to it tonight after this and kind of see. And I'll reserve. I guess I'll reserve until I see it for myself. Uh, Andrea said, "Oh, good Lord." Oh, God. Y'all got me laughing already. I can't deal with this. All I can say is poor Summer. Lord have mercy. Uh. I just don't know. I just don't know. Well, I just hated that, you know, we'll see. Y'all heard what I said earlier. You know, sometimes good manipulators pull at people's heartstrings, you know. We've been here from day one, so I'll try to reserve the. I'll try to reserve until I see it. You know, I guess I'll try to be fair and see, but we'll see. We'll see. But tonight I want to talk about where is Sebastian and what did they know and when did they know it. We're going to go over these CPS reports, you know, some more, a little bit more. I think I have, I think tomorrow, we'll probably be finishing these up. Um, oh, Lord, the Lord just let the bottom fall out of the sky. I hear it now. I hear it. It's been thundering and lightning, and as soon as I open my mouth, I can hear it on my roof. Y'all probably be hearing it too. Um, but thank you all for being here. Um, as I was reading this, I tried to read a lot more tonight, and so what did they know? Just welcome in everybody, and thank you for being here and spending your time with me. I know this has not been easy. We're trying to get through this together and get through this federal lawsuit with the CPS and the things that Sebastian uh, he's went through, and that his father Seth has had to go through and has filed against the CPS in Sumner County. And the allegations, we're trying to break them down in smiley style English and discuss the questions and, you know, the lawsuit and the actions that they took or didn't take, the things they should have known and did know. And this live stream is just, it's based on publicly filed court documents. The statements we discuss are allegations. They're contained in the lawsuit. They're not findings of fact, but every party involved has the right to respond, and they will. And the court will ultimately determine what the evidence proves. My goal is not to spread hate or encourage any harassment. Y'all know sometimes I can't contain myself. That is a fact. And my opinions are my opinions, and my thoughts are my thoughts. But this is to seek understanding and raise awareness and keep the focus where it belongs, on Sebastian. So please chat respectfully, and we can all agree to disagree without being disrespectful. This community stands for compassion and truth and accountability. I want everybody, honey, to be held accountable. And I want to know where Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is. I don't think that's too much to ask. But a father's heart is still searching, a family's still waiting, and this community still cares. Those are facts. So thank you for being here with me tonight. I really appreciate it. And you was hollering watching it. I bet you was. I bet it was an interesting interview. I bet it was. But let's get into this CPS report. And as we remember last night, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers had expressed on multiple occasions that he was more comfortable with his dad, Seth Rogers. And his stepdad, Chris Proudfoot, he was more afraid of him. It said that in the reports. He was afraid of what Chris Proudfoot would do to him, or that he would hurt him if he disclosed what had been happening, or if he found out that he disclosed what had been happening. So, as always, these are allegations contained in this lawsuit, and they have been filed in court, but they have not been proven in a court of law. And again, everyone involved is entitled to due process. So tonight we're discussing these allegations respectfully and discussing this and trying to focus on understanding what the lawsuit claims. The wording clearly distinguishes between the allegations and the lawsuit established in these facts. And we're just remaining respectful, and we're trying to be accurate. So if you're just coming in, please come on in, hit that thumbs up, and please like, share, and subscribe. All that is free. Let's get her done, honey. Let's get her done. But had they informed Seth Rogers, Sebastian's father, his bio dad, who had legal joint custody of Sebastian, remember that, they were told, it was in their documents, things just might have been different. Things might have been different. Maybe Sebastian might have been here still. Remember, Sebastian told them who his father was. He told them where his father lived. He was very capable of that, and they wrote that down in their reports. Yep, get her done, Susie. That's right, get her done. But that's in their own reports. But we will never know. Now, will we? Because there's things they didn't do that should have been done, that they even said in their own words should have been done if they would have went back out, which they did go back out, and they didn't follow their own records. Hello, PG's little girl, back again. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. So they knew better. They knew what they were doing. So they knew where Seth lived. They knew how to get a hold of him. And they knew Sebastian felt safe with him. Per their own notes, per Sebastian's own words. And they ignored all of that. Another question I have to ask, and I would like to go ahead and get this out of the way, and I want you to think about this. This is something to ponder. And I already done asked Seth about this because when I get to thinking about something, I have to ask it. So I want y'all to now ponder this. The day Seth got the text message from Chris Proudfoot, and he was 3 hours away. He allegedly had not seen Sebastian for, at least 3 weeks, the beginning of February, whatever. And he's the one that texted Seth, and Seth called him, and he told him that Sebastian was missing. Don't be mad. Sebastian's gone. He's missing. Not Katie. I never understood why Seth worked at the police station and Katie didn't call. That never made any sense to me, no matter what issues they were having. But I got to thinking about this today, and I would like y'all to ponder on this since we're talking about these lawsuits and everything. I know y'all are always smiley, get to the point. My mama used to tell me that. Sorry. But here you got a vulnerable, disabled, high risk that the police knew, they've been involved, this one's been involved, these agencies been involved. They perfectly damn well know where Seth worked. All right, so the police go out there, not that Katie calls 911, but, whatever the story, when they get there, they speak with Katie. Anyway, don't you think at some point a police officer is going to go, well, ma'am, where is the biological father? Oh, he works at the police department? Oh, hold on a minute. And radio down to the freaking police department or speak with his captain or something and try to get him on the freaking phone. Oh, no. Oh, no. None of that happened. Why? Why is that? Why? Would somebody please tell me why? Seth has to find out from a text message from numbnuts over there who is 3 hours away, who tries to control everything. I don't get it. The police failed, CPS failed, and it's in all of their paperwork. But everybody, not everybody, but people saying, oh, but Seth, he can't, he's not going to win this lawsuit. It's not about that. I'm just curious. They didn't even try to find Sebastian, in my opinion. Yes, they made it look great. They made it look wonderful in the first few days. Isn't that what they were supposed to do? But normally, I mean, when somebody's missing, don't you go, well, where's the dad? Well, could he be with the dad? Could, the grandmother? Where, I don't get it. I'll just let y'all chew on that for a little bit. Let me carry on. Let me carry on before I get off on this tantrum. We ain't even been in here 5 minutes. Anyway, back to the farm, Smiley. So, that happened. I just don't understand why Katie, the mother, could not call or text. I mean, she didn't have to talk to Seth. She could have texted him herself. But anyway, even so, Sumner County Sheriff's Office did not even at any point, do that. So, okay, I'm done with that. Moving on. Until he got there, I guess. Then they might have asked him his whereabouts. I don't know. I didn't ask him that part. Hey, Seth. Incompetent people, that's right. It is what it is, right? They could have contacted Davidson County Police Department, told them, by the way, this man's son, this is the sheriff's office up here, and his son is missing, whatever. But it is what it is. Okay. It's off the chain. But if DCF would have contacted Seth, they would have told, he would have told them, per the lawsuit, about how Chris Proudfoot ridiculed Sebastian, about his prior sexual abuse, his existing trauma, about making Sebastian feel less than, about all of that, about his, about how he made him feel about disclosing his abuse to anybody that he believed would have reported back to the Proudfoot household. His father would have told them that Katie had spoken to him on multiple occasions in terms that showed her frustration, her hostility towards Sebastian, telling Seth repeatedly, how upset she was with Sebastian, and how hard it was for her, and his little accidents and incidents he was going through with soiling himself and wetting himself. I mean, really, Katie? The very same bathroom accidents that Sebastian's therapist documented as a known coincidence from his sexual trauma. I mean, your child had trauma because of what happened under your roof. And Lord only knows what was still going on under your roof, on your watch, that you're complaining about. And you're choosing over your son, even when you're given ultimatums, because you don't want to go back to your rags from your riches, and your son should be your only rich that you're worried about, because he is worth more than gold. You're weak, Katie Proudfoot. You're weak. And that name, Proudfoot, it's just a word. It's nothing to be proud about. You, girl, are an embarrassment. You're weak. You should be ashamed. Sebastian should be her first priority. I don't think he was ever her first priority. But Rogers, in the lawsuit, would have advised DCS that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' mental state had been deteriorating, that his behavior problems were worsening, and that Sebastian himself appeared increasingly depressed in the period leading up to the investigation. DCS already documented all of that, so they knew all of this. They knew it. They knew of his issues. And a minimally competent investigator would have recognized this. But they didn't. They did because they wrote it down, but they didn't know. Yeah, disclaimer. Seth has no disclaimer. Seth or nobody in this live has any control over me. Nobody has ever had any control over me or my opinions or my thoughts. Just saying. Yeah, let's get Seth out of the clear. And just to be fair, when I did talk to Chris in private, he did tell me, this is a funny story, he did tell me, you made it perfectly clear. This is a true story. He said, you made it perfectly clear. Nobody tells you how to control your money. I said, they sure don't. He said, you made it crystal clear. That's right, honey. I am serious as a heart attack. You need a disclaimer. Look, I won't say who. I will not say who. They know who if they're watching this. I won't say who. Somebody asked me something real simple one time. It was so simple. It was something, did I know how something about somebody's Facebook page? Like, did I know the link to it or some shit like that? I mean, this was a huge person. I thought they were joking. They wasn't. They were dead serious. I will not call their name out. I will not. I won't do that. But they told me. It really should have been the other way around. They told me, they said, I will sign an NDA with you. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, bitch, please. I'm thinking, I'm shaking my head. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Hell to the no, to the no. If I got something you need, I ain't going to have you to sign no NDA, and I ain't signing no fucking DNA, and don't come asking me to sign no NDA or DNA or giving you no NDA, or don't give me no DNA. I ain't having it. Only DNA you can put is on my thumbs right there. Thumbs up. Only thing I'm going to do with some NDAs is wipe my ass on it. And I probably ain't going to do that because it'd probably give me some hemorrhoids, honey. I'm just saying. I told Candace Wells, honey, serve me with the C&D, and I'm going to come on here and tear that bitch up on here. So we ain't having none of that either. Smiley does what Smiley wants, and Seth don't have no control over what I say or what I do, so you're free on that one, honey. I'm just saying. So, all joking aside, Smiley's hard to handle. Smiley is hard to handle. I don't know about no NBA. Ain't that basketball? Just saying. Just saying. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Hey, y'all. Hello. Hold on a minute. I'm on my way to work. I got so mad I had to pull over. First of all, my husband is former LE. He worked for police department, sheriff's department. He was Capitol policeman in Nashville. Okay, so why are you mad? Why are you mad, honey? Why are you mad, y'all? I am on my way home from work. So why are you mad? Wait a minute. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? We all glad over here. I'm confused now. Why'd you have to pull over, honey? Stop. 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 Well, why are you mad? Because who are you mad at? Who are you mad at, Yaya? He was a Capitol policeman in Nashville. Okay, but I don't understand why you're mad. So if you're pulled over, can you still tell me why you're mad? Are you mad at him for being a policeman? Or are you mad at me for talking about suing the police? Or what? Who are you mad at, honey? Or do you want a link? Do you feel like taking a link? Do you rather just voice your opinion? I'll give you a link if you want a link. I'll gladly give you a link. You might want to cuss me out. I don't know. I hope you're still pulled over, honey. I hope you're okay. Let's see if we can. Oh, Lordy, honey. Let's see. I done pissed somebody off. I thought we was laughing. Okay, let's see. Hold on a minute. Where's my... Oh, people. Hold on a minute. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. You can come up here if you want to. I'll put the link down there for you. Because I don't know why you got so mad. I'll put the link up there. What'd she say? What's she mad about? Lord, I missed it again. Oh, you're mad because they didn't notify Seth. Is that what you're mad about? Oh, I'm behind chat. Okay. Somebody's... Okay. Seth said go on down. Oh, how they treated. I got you. Okay, got you. My chat was behind. I'm like, Lord. She's like, I had to pull over. Okay, got you. Whoop, whoop. They're like, go on, Smiley. Yeah, I guess I was frozen. I am like, Lord, honey. Yeah, I don't like how they treated him either. And did you see how they listen, Smiley's slow, honey. Chat is slow tonight. So and did you see how when he was up there that they come out and shot him a bird and everything? Did y'all see that? I didn't like that either. That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't feel they should have did that. Excuse me. No, that was off the chain. You shouldn't treat anybody like that. And I don't care if it was Katie out there or anybody else. I mean, what the heck? That was just wrong. Hey, Raw Beanie. Hello. So, and they knew all this. All this was in their reports and stuff. Yeah, because I see it now. Thank you. The way Seth was treated. I don't see them treating anybody else like this. So why would they treat Seth like that? And look, Seth worked, even though it was at a different capacity, at a different jail, at a different county. Everybody should be treating everybody the same. You look out for your brothers and sisters working as in a sheriff's office. I mean, that's ridiculous. You don't do that. I mean, you stand by each other. I mean, that's wrong. That is wrong, in my opinion. Yeah, still the blue line. That's right. Still the blue line, no matter what. And I don't understand it. And they even treated him, from what I gather, in the search. I mean, they searched his home and they kept some of Sebastian's stuff that was there. I mean, and to this day, you still don't have some of it back. I mean, that's ridiculous. And trust me, he understands. They're all still suspects. Nobody's been cleared. But it's ridiculous. His time card's been shown and all that. Yes, yeah, exactly. Seth got his lawyer to, not the one he's got now, but he got his attorney to make it easier to get his time card and everything and put it out. Of course, a lot of people, still didn't believe him. Oh, he could get off of work. He could do this. He could do that or whatever. But, he went that extra mile to do all that stuff because he wanted to do everything he could to be cleared. It's just ridiculous. But that's okay. He's here. I'm not going to speak for him, but I'm just going to say, he wanted to do everything he could to be cleared. Good night, Millie. Yeah, Millie, I was keeping her up long tonight. She had a long day today. Sorry. Yeah, it makes me sick too. It's just sad. But DCS, they already possessed all this documentation and, all this behavioral issues and all this stuff. They already knew, they already knew this, and they didn't fix anything. They knew the background. They knew all this is a fact. They knew what the warning signs were. They knew what Sebastian's living environment was, and they knew, he was in active, harmful living conditions. They knew he had been exposed to all this, and they knew what he expressed to them, and, all these occasions that they had been out to the house and stuff. He expressed to them that he was scared of Chris Proudfoot, and he was afraid of Proudfoot and what he believed he might do to hurt him. He disclosed all that information to him and what had been happening to him. That is all in their notes. And then if they had told Seth Rogers, Rogers would have informed all of this and reiterated all this to DCF about how Chris always ridiculed him and how, about everything, how he was mocked, how, everything was done to him. How Sebastian was afraid to tell him things, scared it would get back. And then how Katie did things as well. Now ask yourself this. Y'all ask yourself, what are the reasons? Let me just ask you, what are the reasons that an adult, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just, I get out there and I think too, because I'm human too. So ask yourself, what are the reasons that an adult would try to prevent a teenager, from talking about their SA abuse? I mean, think about that. You don't try to shut even you don't try to shut another person down, whether it's a child, a teen, or another adult, from talking about their abuse if they feel comfortable enough to talk about it. It just blows my mind too. It says in these that Rogers would have advised DCS that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' mental state had been deteriorating, that his behavior problems had been worsening, and that Sebastian himself appeared increasing distress in the period leading up to the investigation. DCS already had all that documentation of Sebastian's escalating behavior issues, and so you have to ask yourself too, what was causing that? Was there something that was causing that to escalate, and something that was causing his behavior problems to worsen? In the reports, it was, again, they had it written as a warning sign that his living environment was causing him active harm. There had to be something around that time period and that time frame leading up to that. So why didn't they do anything about it? They knew. You don't just wake up and, I'm going to get worse. And again, I asked last night. Chris stated it to the DCS workers. He needed a belt to keep his pants up because he's just now starting to wear pull-ups. Why was he just now starting to wear pull-ups? His sexual abuse started years before that. Katie stated to the DCS worker, Oh, well, it was just another kid his same age. It happened when he was just 8 years old. What in the hell was really going on in that house? People better wake up and stay the fuck woke. As I read last night, a few months before he got missing, again, not to accuse anybody. And I guess if you missed it, you're going to have to go back. And I guess as I was reading, I'm going to have to point it out again because it's in here again. There was a call to from Sebastian's school to the DCS, state of Tennessee. And I did clarify this. That call was on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And in case it went over anybody's head, the call was for a sexual abuse call. I will leave it at that, and everybody can form their very own opinions. Because after it got into it and they got out there, other things happened and went on and yada, yada, yada. And then Sebastian got fed up. And then it started talking about California. And then it started talking about this. And then Sebastian seen it wasn't going anywhere. And then it got into the abuse. And then it got into this, that, and other. Listen, Lindas. Originally, the call was made for a sexual abuse call to the DCF in Tennessee. Okay? Okay. So now that we're all on the same page, let me finish up here. Again, I ask, what did DCS know? What they should have known, and when did they know it? Everybody let Sebastian down, and nobody told his father. Okay? Sebastian told them he did not feel safe. That should have been all they needed to hear. Okay? Now, DCS did not investigate the cause of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' deterioration. It closed the case instead. Again, I want to ask you, in your opinion only, you don't have to answer, but you can think about it in your head. Why would any grown adult in your mind be mad or try to shut down a child, or anybody for that matter, about talking about their essay? Better yet, scratch that. Why would a child even think an adult would be mad or what they would do to them if they found out they told anyone about their sexual abuse. Huh? Now, I will admit, kids sometimes blame themselves, which obviously Sebastian did. He said he did say he was disgusted with himself. They fear they won't be believed, and they think the adult might be angry, or they already fear that person in other ways. We know they done said that. Maybe they fear they would be moved to another home or threatened. DCS would take you out of here and put you in a foster home, maybe something like that. You would never see your mom or your dad again. Maybe something like that. Who knows? Maybe the parent or step parent would have emotional outburst and some kind of unpredictable behavior like that. Couldn't say. It might not mean that they are sexually abusing them themselves, but we don't know. You never know what goes on behind closed doors, right? I'm just saying, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. They could say your mom or your dad will hate you. I mean, what would that be? According to neighbors and everybody, they've already said, I hate you, I wish you were dead, would die. How horrible is that? I'm just doing research. This is what the research says. This is not what I say, but, I have heard all this in my life. And, nobody wants to talk about this. Smiley talks about these things. My about section says, I'm real. I'm raw. If you can't handle it, this might not be the live for you. Like Seth said, nobody's responsible about what comes out of my mouth except for me. And honey, sometimes I don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth. That is a fact. And I might write shit down all day long and not say a damn word I write down, because I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real about it. I will say things that nobody's going to say. I will ask shit nobody is going to ask. Because y'all know you all want to know what I want to know, but ain't nobody going to ask it. And to think, I used to be so shy. I forgot how I got so unshy. I forgot. Something made me unshy, and I forgot what it was. But think about it. What would make a child afraid that a parent or somebody was going to hurt them? Ponder on that. Yeah, I used to let things build up too. That's not good. It's not good at all. And I used to say yes to everything. Honey, them days are over. Them days are over. Even to my kids. Nope. Heck no. Mm-mm. And this is some me time. I do me. I do me, myself, and I now. It is, y'all. Yeah, exactly. My kids come first. They're my world, and it's unbelievable how, you know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable to even understand how somebody could even carry a child, feel them move, give birth, and then this, and carry on. Like it's just, I mean, and it's not just Katie, okay? It's not just Katie. We see this more and more every single day. These a lot of these, not everybody, but this has been going on a while now. And these people are giving birth. They're just throwing these kids away like it's nothing when they get tired of them. These kids are a gift. So many people in this world want babies, want kids, would do anything. And they're just, it's unimaginable. Or theirs is just not good enough, and they will take on somebody else's and throw theirs to the curb, And we see out there in the news every day, they're just making up these elaborate stories, and theirs have been gone for months and months, and or they're having more, and it's unbelievable what is going on out there in this world. It is just unbelievable. I don't get it. It's horrible. So, yeah, I don't know. But maybe, I just hope something changes with all of these. But, they could have done something. They knew. Yeah, I can't either, y'all. I can't either. They knew he was at high risk. They knew he was vulnerable. They left him there. They didn't contact his father. That's what gets me. And they were called out there more than once. They could have called him and said, would you be available? Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, something's not right. But he had health issues. I mean, in my opinion, they just failed Sebastian all the way around. I just know the state of Tennessee has been in many lawsuits as well. They have been in wrongful death lawsuits. They have negligent claims. They are in class action lawsuits right now. They've had employment lawsuits by both people that's employed with them now and former employees They've had federal class action lawsuits on the behalf of Tennessee foster children. They've had individual lawsuits for failure to investigate abuse, failure to protect children. They have had lawsuits on improper removal of children from their families. These lawsuits have gone on and on and on. I don't know what the outcome is of all of them or was, but at the very least, it just shows they have had problems. It don't mean that this lawsuit is by any means at the finish line. The defendants are going to have the opportunity to respond. The court's going to decide what this case will involve, if it'll move forward, whatever for both sides. Evidence will have to go through discovery, and only then can a court or a jury decide what all the allegations is, if what'll be proven. Today, nobody can honestly say if Seth will win, if he'll lose. But let me tell you something. Either way, in my opinion, nobody knows. But I can tell you with common sense, win, lose, or draw, these people dropped the ball and they let Sebastian down, and they didn't do their friggin' job. It don't matter how it turns out. It's in black and white. It don't take a rocket scientist. It don't take anybody with a degree. And it don't take anybody to win a lawsuit to figure out they did not do their job. And it don't take anybody with any common sense to figure out that this is probably 99.9% the reason why Sebastian is not here today. Because they could have pulled him, in their own words and their own language, out of that house that was high risk, and it's very well documented in their own damn records, and they didn't do so. They knew it. The police department knew it. The DA knew it. All of those teams that knew it, that they turned it over to in Sumner County. And it should have been a red flag for everybody. So on February 26, 2024, Katie Proudfoot said Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers left home on his own and his whereabouts was unknown. Well, Katie, let me ask you something, little lady. How do you know he left on his own, since y'all want the damn hard questions? Because I guess Sumner County didn't ask you that. Ma'am, how do you know he left on his own? Did the mall cop ask you that? Rivergate mall cop come up there on their little spinny wheels and ask you that? On their little scooter? I don't think they did. So I'm asking you. I just ain't going to be on my scooter. I'm going to be behind my computer. How do you know he left on his own, Katie? Why did you, in my opinion, make up that story? Which accent did you have? He just left on his own. Do you know he didn't come home? See, I think he come home, but I'm just going to ask you, because I'm going to play the cop tonight, okay? Katie Proudfoot, how do you know he didn't come home? How do you know he he left on his own? Did he not make it home with you from the Texas Roadhouse, ma'am? What time did y'all get home? Did you see him walk in the door? Did you stop anywhere? Did you speak with anyone? Or did you take him out that morning in your car? Maybe he was passed out. Maybe he was drugged up. Maybe he was knocked out. Nobody couldn't see him in the car with him when you drove out your garage. Maybe you passed him off to someone while you were, let's see. While you were screaming hysterically and yelling with your windows up, ma'am. You know, while you were going to the school, yelling with your windows up, making that little show. When you didn't even roll down your windows to yell for your son, you know, which is on camera. So bright and early at the crack of dawn, maybe passing him off to somebody who was also down that way at the crack of dawn. You know, people that knew Sebastian was missing. Because it wasn't like there was no beauty salons open or nail salons that they were going to. It wasn't like they were going to show a house for sale at the crack of dawn, right? How did you know? Oh, he just walked out of the house, but he's never left before. Oh, and by the way, he's not wearing any shoes. Right, Katie? You know, maybe the people that was there, maybe they were going into the empty houses to give a blowjob or something. I don't know. But what was the people doing there that bright and early before they even knew Sebastian was even missing, allegedly? That's a question I would love to know. That makes zero sense. Is that something they normally do? Who all is really involved? Why were all these people really there in all of these places? It makes no sense. I mean, I wouldn't know. I just know it was mighty convenient for everybody to be in certain places, right? Makes no sense. None of this makes sense. It makes no sense. And then Chris says he's 3 hours away. But yet, he don't rush home to console his wife because he says there's safety things he's got to do. He can't just jump down and leave. He can't just jump down and leave. All of these people has all of these excuses why they can't just do anything. But you know what's so funny? Everybody can just pack up and go and leave water and food on the porch. For Sebastian, allegedly, if he comes back. I mean, that's a great show. That's a great show. They know he's not coming back, right? First of all, Katie said he knows how to get in the house if he came back. Wow. Why would he need food and water outside like a freaking animal? Wow. For show, for show, for show, for show. You may have some people snowed, but you don't have me snowed. That's why you won't meet with Seth. First of all, you know he will know you're lying. He knows you too well. Oh, we know. We know Chris. We know Chris won't allow it. We know Chris won't allow it. What you don't know, I even offered months ago. I said, you know what? Y'all really need to talk. You really do. You're going to have to talk at some point. You will have to talk at some point. Even if you say no way. I would even be willing. I would be willing. Not for the show. Not for this. I would be willing to come. I'll be willing to sit at another table and preoccupy Chris and nicely sit and respectfully sit. Let y'all talk. Referee, whatever. It needs to happen. But realistically, we know that's never going to happen. We know it's never going to happen. Because you know, don't you? You know, don't you, Katie? So more than 48 hours after Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers was reported missing by his mother, an Amber Alert was issued by the TBI. Sumner County Sheriff's Office initiated a search that in the beginning involved a significant search, including community volunteers, search teams, and everybody wanted to believe that they really gave a damn. And I believe the people out there searching did. I believe they really did. I believe they really tried. The community tried to come together. And they really helped until Sumner County got their big egos. All along, though, Sumner County, already behind the damn scenes, knew things Seth didn't know. They already knew about the DCF. They already knew. The district attorney already knew. The juvenile justice already knew. These damn people with DCS already knew. Shit was already in writing. They already knew they should have treated this as a crime scene. They already knew these things right in Seth's face. They already knew all this. So they're putting on this big show out there. They're putting on. Chris and Katie's over there mad about a fucking GoFundMe page. We got a father over here with his heart and soul tore out. Hell, he just got off of work on a damn night shift, working his ass off for the police department at another county down the road, 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, depending on how you look at traffic. Can't go to sleep, probably ain't going to sleep again for God only knows when. Has to go in Sebastian's home with Katie shoving a phone in his face. Oh, look, he was so happy today. Look at the phone. And then watch Corella DeVille talk about, oh, honey, son, I need this ring bought for me. Let's buy some jewelry, honey. Kathy Bowersocks, why I'm summoning you. Why don't you come up here and grab a link? Let's talk. Why don't you come up here? Come on, Kathy. Kathy Bowersocks. I can be respectful to you. Look, I see you over on my Facebook all the time. I have a funny feeling I'm not just being paranoid. I have a funny feeling somebody be trying to look at my page. Why don't you come up here, Kathy Bowersocks? Let's talk. Let's talk about how you raised your kids. Let's talk. We ain't heard nothing out of you except a little few Facebook posts. Let's talk. Maybe you can tell me how you talk to Rachel all the time. Let's talk about what you think about your daughter-in-laws. Let's talk about how you think about this mess and what you thought about Sebastian. Let's talk about what you knew and what you didn't know. Let's talk about, are you embarrassed? Has this ruined your career? How's your house sales? How about I shut up and you come up here and you talk? Kathy. You want to? I bet you won't dare. You don't want to talk? How do you feel, Kathy, about your son not being able to trust these people? Not me. Not me. I said I wouldn't record him. I didn't record him. How do you feel about these people recording him and enticing him on their channel? How do you feel about them, the ones y'all thought you could trust? I'm just wondering. You know, those people. Hey, Kiki. Just can't trust them damn South Carolinians, can you? Them dusty musties. Just can't trust them. Damn it. Damn it. You know, that's a damn shame. I think that right there is going to help Seth's case, actually. Well, anyway, let me get on with my business here. I know she ain't going to come up. I know she ain't. She just all mouth too. Let's see. Oh, Lordy honey. Lordy honey. I guess they all shut the hell up over there. I guess they all shut up. But anyway, and where was I at? See, I get my own self sidetracked. Hey, Marion. Hello. Hello, honey. So, Sumner County initiated a search that in the beginning was great, okay? And it included the community volunteers and all that. 8 days later, it stopped. We know that. But the safety assessment was initiated March 1st, and a FAST, what they call FAST 2.0 assessment, was completed on March 5th, 2024, right? And as of the date of the complaint, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers has been missing 2 years. That's the date of this complaint. He's not been found. No arrest has been made, and the circumstances of his disappearance, of course, remain unknown. Rogers has been left in the state of just horrible, unrelenting, just a state of anguish and so many horrible things. Even this report don't say, just anguish and not knowing whether his son is alive or dead. And I don't think there's no words to describe it. And these state agencies, all of them, he entrusted with his son's protection, and they all failed him at every single turn. DCS, their own records, their own words, their own writing, their own records demonstrate everything. It knew Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers was in danger. It says that. DCS's own records from, here we go, this is what I wanted to repeat, their own records from 2022 sexual abuse investigation case ID N88410703 are critical context for understanding what DCS knew and when the 2023 physical investigation was opened. Okay? There it is again. I knew it last night. Now. Okay? See, we don't have to have the entire record. We don't have to have the entire record. But I read it last night. A lot of people, it might have went over their head. They may have been thinking California. Again, I had to confirm what I read and what I heard. I thought I made a mistake and I was willing to come back out here and correct that part. Nope, I didn't have to correct it. I was right. Okay? Y'all can take that any way you want to. Now, what does that mean? I don't know, and neither do you, because we don't have that report. Okay? But the call was made on a sexual abuse call on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Okay? I'm not here to start rumors. I'm here to tell you facts. I'm here to break it down the best I can. This is not easy for me, period. I'm not the smartest one in the damn room. I don't pretend to be. There's a sexual abuse call in Tennessee. Now, here it is again. I don't know what's in there, and neither do you. But this is about what in the hell is going on. Where is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and Katie Lynn Proudfoot? Why was you not woke? Why did you not know what was going on with your son? Why did you not ever question? Why did you not ever stand up for your son? Why did you always say, oh, he tells bits and pieces to the story. We're trying to teach him not to lie. Why was you even working anyway, for God's sakes? Why didn't you just stay in your fucking riches and stay at home and take care of your child? Hell, you didn't have to work. Let's admit it. You're full of shit. I don't think you could stand to be around your own child. Let's get fucking real. I'm just going to spit it out there. What was really going on in your home? And why was your home notated and documented that it was a danger to your teenage disabled son? And then you turned a blind eye every single time. This ain't me making up rumors. And by God, people say don't bring children into this. Well, I don't want to bring children into this, but the truth is the truth and the facts are the facts. So how about this? If that home is documented, and it is documented right here, I am reading this right here, then by God, if it was such a danger to Sebastian, then Nina should get this shit and make damn sure that it's a danger to her child, Faith. Period. Because now what's come out in the light, there don't need to be any kids there. Unless and until this shit gets sorted out. Now, Kathy Bowersock, if you got something to say to that, come on up. Step right up. Step right up, because we know you're the one that wants Faith. Maybe, Kathy, you don't really know everything that's going on. And it also says DCS knew the 2023 physical abuse investigations was opened. The first investigation documents that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers had been the victim of repeated sexual abuse while living in these reported and reported feeling disgusted with himself and what happened, that his behavior deterioration and placement, they had talked about placement and placing him at a new school connected to all that was unresolved with his traumas and all of that, and his therapist, they talk about that, had identified his sexual aggressive behaviors, you know, his chronic bathroom accidents, his accidents, you know, all of that. They have all of that wrote down and documented. They have it wrote down he feared over and over again. They have it wrote down he feared Chris Proudfoot, his stepfather, and that he, you know, he feared harm from him, and that, you know, over and over that he, you know, he feared what he would do, that he, you know, Chris gave him corporal punishment several times, multiple times. The facts are a documented foundation, it says, of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' psychological state, his vulnerable state, and the specific danger he faces in the Proudfoot home. When the 2023 physical abuse investigation opened with allegations that the same stepfather, DCS, and law enforcement carried all of this knowledge into that investigation. And they were on heightened, this is what it says, they were on heightened notice that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, you know, had to be, you know, if they knew this, and if they went out, they had to take care of this differently. And they didn't. They notated all of this. The safety assessment dated March 1st, 2024, and that fast, on the second assessment dated March 5th, 2024, reveal the ability of what DCS knew about Sebastian's situation prior to his disappearance. It notates all of that. That includes Sebastian had an IEP plan. He had that 504 plan. He was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder and severe combined ADHD disorder. He had the 6q27 chromosome depletion. You know, he was prescribed the Concerta. He was seeing a neurologist at Vanderbilt. He was scheduled to begin the ABA therapy at the time of his disappearance. He was sexually aggressive per his therapist's notes. And per law enforcement notes. Let me add that. So law enforcement was aware of that. And law enforcement had wrote down that he had some homicidal thoughts. The law enforcement reported that Proudfoot had been heard yelling by neighbors, stating he hates the child and that he wanted the child to die. Law enforcement has that wrote down. Their records. And per the grandmother, not Kathy, I'm assuming this is Seth's mother, because remember, she did come out and say she called before. Per the grandmother, Proudfoot often called Sebastian names and degraded him. Now, I don't say it in here, but I have heard, and I heard this early on, that Chris called Sebastian the R word. Again, it's not wrote in here, but I have heard that. Now, is that a fact? I don't know, but I have heard that. I heard that early on. But again, what could be worse than neighbors hearing saying, I hate you, I hope you die? So, and then he goes missing. So, pick and choose the R word or I hate you, I hope you die. It is what it is. So anyway, that child was missing and there was an Amber Alert issued, it goes on to say, and that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers has just been determined to meet the criteria and a candidate for the program for serious risk or imminent risk of removal from the Proudfoot home. Yet, the determination was made on both cases, first on September 29, 2022, and later updated that he no longer meets the criteria on May 4, 2023. So lo and behold, guess what? I guess they got sweet talked or whatever, but anyway, they closed the case and they didn't do anything, nor did they contact his father and let him know that any of this was going on. And they were to the point where they were talking about removing Sebastian from the home. Do you understand me? They were talking about a non-custodial placement, indicating Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers might need to be placed outside the home per DCS. Now let me stop right there. Here, just 1 minute. Because I want y'all to ponder some more of my thoughts. Katie had a roof, a nice ass roof. She still does. Over her head anyway. But she had a nice roof over Sebastian's head. Sebastian looked happy. He looked healthy. Oh, DCS wrote that. I told y'all, looks can be deceiving. He smiled. We know he smiled. He had a smile ear to ear. We saw it at school with his teachers. We saw it. We seen him. Okay? But what I tell y'all last night, a smile can hide a lot of stuff. It was noted he had no bruises, right? Well, he had none when they got back around to him. Or, like Chris admitted, I mean, it was done on his belly, or maybe, who knows when people abuse, where they abuse. But anyway, that's beside the point. But it was noted he had therapy. I mean, they checked up on that. He'd been doing his homework. He'd been taken to his appointments. They check all that. All that stuff. My point is, let's be real here, because he looked like he was always dressed nice, and looks can be deceiving. My friend used to tell me all the time, and I've heard it on here, that looks just like a prop house, maybe a prop for faith, they would say, but it's immaculate, whatever. I don't go by that, because I used to be that way. But anyway, what do you expect when you only got one kid and they're, whatever. Anyway. But what I'm saying is, with that being said, there's not much you can take a child from their home, especially a teenage child. So for them to even think that, let me give y'all something else to chew on. Why would they even consider that? Why would they first red flag that? I mean, think about it. Yeah, I know here it's a real big no-no. Math, they're gone. Gone. No questions asked. Bye. Bye. You done fucked up. Bye. But it don't really matter if it's a perfect home or if it's a cluttered home. Hell, it don't really matter if it's a damn near hoarder home. It don't have to be. Okay? There's a lot of stuff you got to do or prove. It don't have to be the cleanest of homes. It don't have to be what people have their ideas of. As long as you got peanut butter, bread, running water, I mean, you're good. You're good. Basically what I'm saying, Sebastian, he talked. He had disabilities, but he was really good. He was going to school, had a nice house, clean. On the outside, he looked happy. So why would they even flag to even think about removing him? I mean, it's not because of the sexual abuse in California. I mean, he was getting his therapy and, I mean, what? Something in that house was dangerous, was going on. Something was not right. So again, I look up the state of Tennessee. Why? It has to be credible, physical or sexual abuse or exploitation, neglect, not providing food or shelter or medical care. He was getting medical care. Some kind of dangerous conditions like drugs or violence. Abandonment. I don't think he was being abandoned. Or emotional abuse. Could it have been that? Mental abuse. An unsafe caregiver. If that was the case, why didn't they call Seth? A caregiver that was heavily on drugs, like I said, the math. I mean, what's the deal? What is the reason that they would even flag it in the first place? All this blows my mind. So then DCS would go get a court order and they would remove Sebastian. But again, Seth should have known everything. They would have called him. And if for any reason Seth could not have took him, or something was wrong, or he couldn't have took him at that moment or something, they would ask the very next of kin, you know. And if that couldn't have happened, they would have placed him in a foster home. But it was written in there. I mean, and this just blows my damn mind. They had enough information. And per their own words, their own documents, they had enough to recognize that Sebastian, you know, was in danger in the Proudfoot home. And in my opinion, they failed him. They failed him in every way, and nothing was done, and they left him in danger. And it needs to be rectified. It can't be rectified because Sebastian's not here. There's never going to be nothing they can do to rectify it, even if Sebastian was found today. Look at all the trauma they've caused. Look at all the trauma that they've caused leaving him in that house, period. And again, I say they need to do their jobs. They need to get busy. They need a fresh set of eyes. They need the FBI to take over this. They need to get their egos out of the way. They need to turn over everything that they have. Katie, you need to start getting real. Where is your son? You hold the entire key, in my opinion. And I'm allowed to have my opinion. Didn't see if he had to leave while Sebastian was home. You know, I don't know if they told him to or not, but I'm assuming we all assume that. I mean, there's no proof of that, but we all assume that's why he probably was not home. Now that would be that will come out. It will come out. I assume, this is what I assume, maybe, and this is just a theory, I don't know. Nobody's told me nothing what's in the records that's redacted or anything like that. I haven't seen them, and the next bitch that says I seen them, I'm going to get you. Anyway, I've always assumed that it was possible that because he worked so far away, if he was going to get taken away, now that we know this, what we know, it's possible that they said, hey, well, there's no sense in that because I work here, and what I'll do is I got my camper, or I'll take my camper and I will stay here, you know, or XYZ. And, you know, on the days he's with his dad, that's when I will come home. So maybe there was an arrangement. I mean, I don't know. I have no clue. And maybe that's how they got away with it. And then at that point, maybe that's where the ultimatum come in at. Now, it's possible, again, I'm going to say this again, you know, me taking up for him or not, you know, I'm sorry, but I personally don't think he ever thought she would choose him over her son. That's what I think. I think it probably shocked the hell out of him when she chose him over her son. Her son. That's my opinion. Exactly. Thank you. Boom, 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 chakalaka. Boom, boom. Yeah, he did. He had had enough. He was ready, from what I understand, he was ready to go. It was either him or her. And you know how some people can say that and they can just be like, I'm gone, it's either him or me. And you don't mean that literally. I mean, maybe he did, but you don't expect people to go, okay, well, I mean, it's kind of like Bunny said with Jelly Roll. you know she didn't really mean but you just you know and then poof, there you are. And another thing, how did he know at the very beginning, how did he know this case was going to be studied? Oh my God. There's so many questions now going back. Just saying. So many things. Shocking. And then he asked Seth, what are you going to do if this goes wrong? Nope. Exactly. Exactly. It's just wild. But, again, what would she do? I mean, I don't think she would know what to do without him. I can't get over the fact, if it is true, but do y'all remember not long ago last year, it was been a year now, if it's true, where Justin was saying how he met somebody down in the bar. I think it was in a bar in Tennessee, if I remember correct, or downtown Nashville. The girl had said, I forget how it went, if the girl had seen him on social media or something, or she's seen it on the news. I don't remember. She's seen it on the news or seen Chris somewhere. But she said that she got in touch with maybe she's seen Justin, seen it on there. And she said when this first happened, was with Chris downtown in the bar. It wasn't just a bar. It was like this big place down there. I can't remember the name of it. And he told her his son died in a car wreck. Do y'all remember that? We were like, what the F? You remember that? Yes. And yeah, that's why everybody called him Scooby also, because when he was in Mississippi, and I have a friend that knows exactly where that Texas Roadhouse was. He would go and he had a job. I think it was was it Mississippi? Oh my God, now I'm getting mixed up. He used to go in and get at the bar, but he didn't drink. He would only get the sweet tea. But he would never give his name. He would give it as Scooby. And yeah, he would give his name as Scooby. I even ordered a little Scooby thing I keep my pens in down there. Now it was a candle. And I had my little tractor and stuff. My little crane. Yep. Somebody was also asking me the other day, this was in the Facebook group, and if any of y'all have any ideas, put it out here. They were like in Olivia's interview where they had the crane, that little toy crane. If y'all had any ideas as to why he might have set the crane on, or they might have set the crane on Sebastian's picture. I was like, well, now, I don't think so. But my friend always said, was wondering about his job and all that. But the wall and stuff like that, I was like, but I wouldn't even entertain that. But yeah, they were just kind of curious why that picture or the crane might have been sitting on top of the photo like that on that interview, if that was a little, so I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off of here. Maybe probably other people's probably wanting to go off. I was on pretty late tonight. I don't know, but I think I'll probably finish up the one more part tomorrow. And like I said, if y'all haven't got to watch the Dawn and Candace interview with, good night, Kiki. If you hadn't got to watch the Summer Wells interview or Dawn and Candace interview, watch that. I'm going to watch it, and then I'll probably talk about it maybe tomorrow sometime as well. And, see what's going on with that. I don't know. It's still storming here. Maybe I'll listen to that while I'm going to sleep. I don't know. But I'm going to play us out. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. I do. We're going to keep Sebastian's name out, his face out. You watch that man interview. Let's see what Kiki said about it. I'm anxious to see what's going on. The interview then went off on me when I first came in YouTube. Oh, he went off on you. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. He's ex-cop. You know that, right? How was the interview? Oh my God. How did you like the interview? I mean, what did you think about the interview? I'm trying to get, he had a FBI number up and I just said, that's the wrong number. Oh, some cop, right? I'm just saying. It was wild to say the least, I bet. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. That's funny. Don slipped up. He did? Yeah, see? Candace lost it. Oh, Lord, honey. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier in I did a live, but it was more like don't be fooled because I saw the preview, I guess more like what you saw. And I was just like, how can people be snowed? That's more what I was talking about. I wasn't throwing no shade to them. I just got to thinking about it, and I was just more like, it's just weird how people can be snowed, and I hate to see people like that because they kind of, to me, did the same thing with Chris and them, and I just know that people can manipulate, especially career criminals. And Don is definitely a career criminal. Just saying. And, you know, at the very least, I'm going to give it a chance myself. I want to get everybody's opinions on it that's already seen it. I'm going to give it a fair chance because I hadn't, I hadn't spoken on Summer in a long time, but I'm going to really watch it and soak it in myself. But my eyes have not come off of that heel. But we all know, if you've been here from day one, that those waterworks, I don't even have to see her. We know that she can put on a good show. She needs an Academy Award for what she did with Mary that night. That was so real. I swear to God, honey, I swear to Jesus, I thought somebody was standing there holding a pew-pew to her or a knife or something. Because I believed that was so real when the night she said Don got dragged off. Anyway, and we know she can turn them waterworks on, so I just have to see it for myself. But yeah, everybody go over there and watch that. I can't wait. I just kind of wonder, why now? Why now? Interesting. Yeah, it's let's see. Hatfield and McCoy, since Smiley's talking about it already, I'm sure. Oh no, I don't mind. They can drop the link in here if they want to. I had talked about it earlier and had my mods drop the link. So if they want to drop the link again, it's fine. I don't care. I don't care at all. Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I don't really care. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, I'll let Bo drop it. Yeah, I just seen Kiki say that, and I know a few people have said it. I ask. I mean, I'm probably gonna watch it. I gotta dry my hair right before I come out here. I took a shower. My hair's still wet, so I don't want to go to bed with it wet. If I go to bed with my hair wet, my hair is so thick. Believe it or not. If I go to bed with it wet, when I wake up, it's still wet in the mornings, which makes no freaking sense. Susie says, I'm still asking Smiley. Oh, what are you asking me? What did I miss? What did she miss? When, Kiki? When, what? Hold on a minute. I missed something. Maybe I need to go over together with Lady. Hold on a minute. Hatfield and McCoy Museum, where you can find it. Hold on a minute. Christy told me I was impaired. Hold on a minute. What did I miss? I missed something here. Sorry, y'all. Y'all me. Just wait until you hear the Hatfields and McCoys and listening narrated a bit. What's the ex-cop? That's how they work. Marion, I'm sorry. I don't want to say. Oh, it's okay. Okay, let's see. Christy, I was like, oh, bother. She said Rogers feeling still where he was. I must have missed something that I'm sorry. I must have missed something that Susie said. There are going to be there's going to be 3 parts to it. I thought they did it in 1 part. So, but yeah. But I'm going to play a Sebastian song out. And anyway, I'll be back on here tomorrow, and yeah, we'll go over some of Hatfield and McCoy's, and then tomorrow night I'm gonna go over. I think the last part of this, I should be able to finish this CPS report and go over that. But yeah, I have really enjoyed going over this with y'all and stuff. I know I get a little feisty sometimes. I'm sure Katie didn't appreciate it, but look, it's my thoughts and my opinions now. So anyway, did you see the link Bo dropped? Let me see. I'm going to play this out and see how that goes. But I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Y'all don't forget to hit them thumbs up. Let me play this out.
On a cold February evening, a shadow walked away. A boy with dreams and laughter, now lost in yesterday. The seasons turn in silence, time spins without a sound. Yet every whispered memory still echoes all around. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. His picture's in our windows, his laughter fills the air. No amount of passing moments can diminish how we care. Every candle ever lighted, every prayer that we share is a promise to the future, a testament to prayer. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. Sebastian, if somehow you hear us, know our hearts beat strong for you. People searching in the shadows, still holding on to truth. You have never been forgotten, not for one single day. Our promise stands unbroken, we're not walking away. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. To everyone listening, please remember Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. If you know something, no matter how small, share it with law enforcement. Sebastian, you are loved, you are missed, you are remembered. And as long as there are people who care, your name will continue to be spoken. Your picture will continue to be seen, and hope will continue to live. This is our promise. We'll never stop looking.